I am worth, I'm that person, I'm that woman, I'm that lady, I'm that. Hello my beautiful viewers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For this episode, we are going to discuss the signs that you are actually not healed from your traumatic experiences. We all have traumas, we all have experienced crazy childhoods, we have all experienced crazy adulthood, situationships, toxic relationships, and all those kind of things. So I believe that everyone has been traumatized in one way or another, and that's why I'm sharing this sign. So today I'm here to diagnose your problems. I don't know what I'm saying, but the thing is, I just want us to understand the signs that actually you are going through this situation. You're having a PTSD, and how can you like solve that, and how can you like help yourself? But the point of helping yourself is not the point today, although I'll add a conclusion of that, because I've made so many videos on how you can help yourself when you're having mental issues. But today we're only going to look at the signs, because I believe that those signs are so subtle. Because for me, I didn't even know what mental health was, and I didn't even know like how this whole thing works and how it operates and how somebody can know like you're having mental issues, problems, and all that. I just knew like I'm okay, like this is, everything is just as normal as it's supposed to be. But I'm here to tell you that those signs are very subtle, and I'm going to tell you those signs today. And you might be so shocked to find out that also you are one of the people who are actually having that. And I'm also a victim, and I know that no one is safe. We are all going through this, because this is life, and life comes with all of it, and you cannot escape. You always have to like find a way to view it differently, or maybe heal from it. Okay, so that being said, it's quite a lot to say. My name is Riz. I'm a mental health activist, and I also post content on self-development, and mostly I focus on mental health, because that's the most thing that is important to me. I really care about that, because I have grown up on a situation that I cannot lie, it wasn't easy, and I know that no one likes talking about their mental health or anything related to depression and anxiety. Even me, I didn't want to talk about this, but it pushed me to a point where I had to like start something about it for me to always get focused on that. So with that being said, I'll go direct and dive into the first signs that you're actually experiencing unhealed traumas and you don't really know if it's there or not. The first sign is you experience a lot of scary nightmares. I have personally experienced nightmares since I was young until June this year. That's crazy, because for me it felt like normal, like a nightmare is a normal thing, and everyone experiences that. And the truth is, if you're a spiritual person and you read about anything spiritual, you'll understand that everything that is actually appearing on your physical realm has a deeper sense of like meaning. And so I was trying to find that meaning until I found it. And truth is, you always dream something that is on your subconscious mind. And if I personally was dreaming that somebody is chasing after me, I don't know why, and I used to dream about big snakes coming after me. I never understood why until like I got to the deep sense of it. Some religions will tell you, oh, somebody is trying to bewitch you, or maybe an akuroga or something like that. But you need to understand these things. They are more of your mental issues, and that is the one of the biggest sign. And then number two, also you'll find yourself in toxic relationships, mostly friendships and romantic relationships. And for me, I'll say for friendships, I've never like, even if I have issues with girls, it has never been so much of an issue. Like it has never been that big. It's always been easy to get along, girls and stuff like that. But when it came to like romantic relationship, I will definitely choose the wrongest of the worst guy in the room. Like I'll have like the best people, then I will literally like incline to the person that is actually having the same emotional traumatic issues like me, and I'll end up with an emotionally available man, just like every other person. And then I had to learn all through, and I had to figure out things. And the more I understand myself, the more I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy, because how was I making such a decision? Because I'll look at somebody who I kind of dated, and I'll be like, what really happened? I don't know, because I'm like now returning my consciousness to think, what was that? Anyway, no bad feelings. And then another sign as well is like you're so scared. The third sign, you're so scared to make a positive change or to make anything, any kind of change, anything different in your life. You're so comfortable to settle. For me, I'll say that was like everything to me. Like for me, making a different change, even traveling to a different place, even deciding to move to a new place, even like starting over, was always an issue. Like I could like start to have anxiety over that, and I will be so stressed, like why am I changing my situation, why am I going to a different situation? But I think over time I came to understand that I'm like that person who was so used to comfort, who was so used to in a place that is uncomfortable, yet I've made it very comfortable, and I didn't want to make any change or to just like move any further because I was so scared that, oh my god, like I just feel like I was so scared of my own success in a way. I don't know, there's just something about that. And then number 4 is you actually are that person who cannot express your emotional feelings. You cannot express yourself, like especially on an emotional level, and I've been that person, and I'm still working through myself. Like I will literally like see somebody looking good and I will want to tell them you look good, but I'll definitely keep it in my mind and I'll just keep it forever, and people will tell me you look good. I feel like, oh my god, that really made my day. But when it came to me telling somebody else how I feel, like anything emotional, I will actually run away, until I came to understand that this is actually a result of my own upbringing, and I grew up in a home where emotions are not really important, so sort of like in a way. So and when I grew and went to university and all that, and I met people who are so emotional, and I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy, because I just feel like this is kind of movie things, you know. But the more I have on my journey, I think I have learned to actually embrace that emotional side of me, where I can express myself and say how I feel. And that's why beginning this YouTube channel was part of that journey, because I'm really working on that. I'm really working on expressing my emotions. I'm really working on, when I speak to someone, I want them to feel like how I feel. Like I will be so nonchalant, like I will literally talk to someone, like my face shows a different thing, and literally I'm saying something very amazing, somebody should be seeing a smile on my face, and then I'll be like, so you're pretty or something, and then I just like my face literally doesn't show it, and somebody will wonder like if it really makes sense. But I'm really working on that, because I know over time it has actually improved. And another sign, actually, you are that person who has anger issues. Hey, anger issues. So this is very common, because I've been around people who are very angry all the time, who have anger issues, and I never understood why. Personally, I would say even if I had anger issues, they were not so big to an extent that I can fight someone, I can beat someone. I think I've always been grounded in that sense, because I've never like went out of my space to like scream at someone or shout or maybe beat them and stuff like that. But it happened once, story for another day, but it wasn't that serious. So yeah, so I've never been, I don't know, but I've been around people who had anger issues, and I really hated it. I really hated those people. And the more I grow up and the more I learn about psychology and the human nature, I understand totally. Like I'm like, oh my god, so this person is actually trying to project who they are on me. It's not about me. And the more I learn that, the more I find it easy to make friends, because I only make even 2 friends, if that's enough for me, than have like 20,000 friends and none of them like make sense to me. For me, growing up, I have been a very social person, and I had like a lot of friends, and crazy is right now I can count my friends like 1, 2, 3, and yeah. So yeah, it happens in life. And for me, anger issues has been something that actually broke me to be a very shy person. So that's why I have to share these videos. They're very important to me. Another sign is you have a lot of trust issues. You cannot trust anyone. You feel like something is wrong, someone is hiding something from me, there must be a problem. You like have some sort of like what do you call this, I don't know, like you just feel like people are not like something that you trust. You even wish that you can actually travel somewhere far, go far away and never talk to anyone, and even live in a rock or something. It just feel like that, because I was always somebody who had such kind of feelings. Like before, I used to have those kind of feelings where I just feel like I need to separate myself from everyone. So I sort of understand that issue as well. Another sign that you actually are not healed from your traumatic experiences is you have a lot of memory gap. You have a lot of memory gap in a sense that if somebody was to ask you a question, how was your childhood, or maybe what happened on this year, you don't have details, and you only remember maybe the whole, like you can only summarize the whole outcome of the thing, or maybe rather not talk about it at all. Because for me, there are things I don't talk about at all that I experienced in my life, and there are things that when I talk about them, I don't know, these gaps. There's a lot of gaps. Like I'm trying to feel like, I'm like, what really happened here? What really happened? Like somebody did something to me, and I'll be asking myself questions like, what really happened? What did I really do? I don't remember. I just know what really happened after that. And that's part of the things that we actually going through, that we really have to accept that we are actually having these mental health issues and we need to work on them. Another sign is your self-worth. You don't really have a good self-esteem. You're so scared to be available, to be somebody that people chooses for you to come and do something. You feel like you're the most ugliest person to ever exist, and you just feel like you're not really somebody to be appreciated. That's also another thing. When somebody tells you good things, like you look good today, you feel like it's not really making any sense. I think for me, I struggled with this one long ago, but I'll say over the course of the years, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with somebody telling me something good about myself, complimenting me. And you know, self-worth is the most important thing that you can have. You know, like once you know that I am worth, like it doesn't matter what, it doesn't really matter. Because this is the thing, even if you do not believe in yourself and I tell you, oh my god, you're so beautiful, and I'm like, oh, I love your shirt and stuff like that, but you don't feel it, it doesn't change anything. You just have to decide. Because you know, once you have that internal belief that I am worth, I'm that person, I'm that woman, I'm that lady, I'm that girl, you know, and you believe that whatever happens, you don't care who doesn't like you. Even if I come and say you're so ugly and I hate the way you talk, you will not feel like you need to explain that to me, and you will not even care who I am and stuff like that. And I think for me, I would say that was the best part for me. I haven't really I have never had a bad worth of myself. The only thing that I really suffered for me was the confidence to like stand out and say something and be there and do something. That's the only thing that I never had, the motivation and the confidence. But my self-worth has always been something that I really had since I was young. Like I really knew, like this is me, I'm that, and stuff like that. And I don't think that I've never have a problem with self-worth. Another sign is you want to control everything. Like you just like, I want to control this. The next step, what is next? You want to control even people who are around you. Like, don't wear that dress, don't wear that lipstick, don't take that book. Like you're always having this need to control even the things that are beyond you. And this is life, and we really can't have all the control. We can't control everything. We are part of that, we are part of the control, but we cannot be 100%. Because you know, like even the next 30 minutes, who knows what will happen? No one knows. Maybe I can be seated here, then there's a bomb blast. I don't know. No one knows what can happen. And once you know that you're not in control, and you let go of all the control and the need to just be like, I need to be there, I need to do this, I need to be, it becomes easier. Trust me, because I was that person who had the hero archetype. I always wanted to know something, I always wanted to win something, and in the end it ended for me to become a very controlling person, not in terms of other people, but in terms of my experiences and the things around me. I wanted to control everything. And yeah, so I feel like it's just a lot. And after I started my healing journey, I know things got easier. So I just advise, please, if you can try and start your healing journey. Once you're seeing this video, it's a sign. So go ahead and don't even think about it too much. It's a very normal thing. Another sign is that you're actually triggered. You are triggered by things that sound similar from the one in your past. You're so triggered to an extent that you can actually act on it, yet it's not the same thing. This is my own personal story. I actually was dating this guy. Let's call him X. So this X, he wasn't really a good person to me. He didn't really treat me that nicely, I'll say so. I don't care if he's watching because he doesn't know who this is. And then after that, I met someone later in life. That's like early this year. He told me the name and I just remember the guy's name was the same. And after this guy told me the name, I just never talked to this person. I never did. Because I don't know, PTSD, like, it never goes away for good. It's just a process. And sometimes this is what usually happens. It happens that you're actually sharing the same name as somebody who did something bad to someone, or maybe you even have the same physical appearances, and somebody comes and starts hating on you. You see how psychology works? Somebody starts hating on you and then you're like, how do they hate on me? Like, there is no like thing that I've ever done. The problem is maybe you're having the same name as somebody who hurt them in their past. Do you see how things happen? And I came to understand, oh my god, I could actually try to be with this guy, and then in the end I will actually try to treat them the way maybe in a revenge way or something, and it wouldn't be their issue, you see. So that's why I decided to go no contact, because yeah, it's easier that way. Another sign is you have like unexplained somatic symptoms. Like you have this sort of like physical manifested symptoms that when you go to the hospital, the doctor will tell you that I don't think you have a problem. Like for me, I suffered migraines for like a long time, like almost the rest of my high school life, and I used to think maybe it's something that is physically treated. And for a while I really like, we tried a lot, my parents tried a lot, and I even went ahead and I got glasses and all those things. But in the end, the only way this migraine stopped is when I started to find a way to my healing journey. That is when they stopped, but they always were there for a very long time. And that's why I feel like this video is very important for me to share it, because it really paints my whole life most of the time. And I really wanted to post about mental health, because for me, healing is important, and I want to encourage so many people to be part of the same journey that I'm in. And sometimes it can be a bit crazy because you get to remember the things that happened to you, but in the end you always have to remember that you have to go back and continue the journey. There is no pressure, just take time, it's okay. Another sign is addictions. You're actually addicted to something. There must be something. Either you're addicted to your work, or maybe you are addicted to pornography, or maybe you are addicted to drugs, or maybe you are addicted to alcohol, or maybe you are addicted to toxic people. And that was mine. I was addicted to like toxic people, like in a way that those people who are nice to me, I feel like there must be something. It's a cringe, you know. I used to have that trust issues as like something is not right. Like, why are they nice to me? Like, why are they so good to me? There must be something they're hiding. That was actually my thought process. And in the end, I ended up to have all the toxic people that ever existed. But here we are getting our way back. And also like any form of addiction. Also, like I used to have like sleep addiction. I still do sleep a lot. That one I think it's just going to be my life. I don't know, we'll find out as time goes by. And also food addictions. That's also something that I used to binge eat a lot, especially when I'm stressed. Yeah, and also it might be a problem because when I was growing up, food was not enough. Also, that can be an outcome of that. And yeah, and there are so many other signs, and I hope that you're seeing any sign that you're relating to. If there's any sign you feel like you're relating to, please don't forget to comment, and don't forget to share your own personal experiences, because you're here to talk. If you're experiencing any of those signs, chances are you're actually experiencing this because you're still suffering or still like not healed from your traumatic issues. So I advise you seek some professional help, because here it's just an informative video for you to actually diagnose your own self. And I just hope that you actually take a way forward and find a way to look for your own healing journey, because I believe that people are different and not everyone can actually go for therapy, and those who can actually want to go, some cannot afford it. And the best way is maybe trying to do physical exercise, trying to journal your thoughts down, trying to talk to your friends, the one you trust, or maybe your family, the one you trust. That will actually help to lower that load down. At least it will become more easier for you to carry. And after that being said, I just hope you guys have a good and blessed day or night, whatever time you're watching. And thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episode. Bye.